everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Stacy here from Creatively Stacy. Welcome to my page. How's everybody doing this Monday morning? I want to give a shout out to my daughter-in-law, Sam. It's her birthday today. So if you get bored and happen to pop on, know I was thinking of you. I hope you're having a good day. I thought I would pop on today and just do a little painting with you guys. I'm in desperate need of some art therapy myself. And so if you're around and you join in, please say hello. If you stop in on replay, please say replay. Feel free to ask any questions. As per usual, these are quick tutorials. I don't give full coverage because I'm trying to get them done in a time frame that you guys won't get bored and leave me. Excuse my chapped lips. I'm a mess. It's so cold out up here, you guys. And I hate it when that happens, but you don't have to look at my face very long. You're going to be looking at a painting, so it won't be bad. Drinking water. Forgot to make my iced tea, so water's probably better for me anyways. If you're popping on and you're new, welcome, welcome. I've got some new friends coming over from YouTube, I believe. And ladies, if and this new friends and old, all of y'all, if any of you have a creative business, you know, feel free to put that right in the comments and I will come and check you out because I appreciate you checking me out, and I'd be more than happy to do the same for you. Plus, any of our friends on here that do not have a creative business but are interested in either painting or whatever your craft may be, they might want to check you out too, so it makes it easy for people to find you. So feel free to do that. I'm just going to use acrylics today. I'm just doing in my journal. I was looking at this. This is a year ago. I was just playing around, and we had a snowstorm that day. Snow day, Winter Storm Harper, January 19th. So it's kind of fun to write in your journal and say what's going on in the world when you look back. I was trying to figure out how to do these sunflowers when I was doing that painting, and I didn't have anybody to show me. And I was trying to do a style that somebody else had done, and that didn't work out. But I had fun doing it anyways, which is always cool. So let me know if you can hear me okay. And we're going to just get right to it today so we can get her done. I am going to do, later I'm going to do, I showed you guys when I did these, I took you along my little, let me get another one, my little paint holders. Hey, Christy, I thought you had an appointment to get to. You better not be late, girl. I did these some time ago to hold my paintbrushes. I'm going to do a couple more. Maybe when I do those, I can pop on live. These I do with the chalk paint. But for our fun painting, I'm going to just do acrylic today. And I'm even actually taking you along on the background because I didn't get it done ahead of time. We're burning up today. Yeah, lots going on. I was glad to catch you live. It was wonderful. I love watching you paint. And glazing, I love glazing, but you're much better at the glazing than I am, so I was glad to catch you. All right, so without further ado, as long as I'm assuming you can hear me because you didn't say not, I'm gonna turn you down here and get started with the fun stuff today. Actually, I'm gonna turn it this way today. I'm gonna do a landscape, horizontal, whatever. So I'm gonna start with a little white and a little yellow. You guys can see my paint mixing over there. And no, do not put as much paint on your plates as I do, you guys. I am terrible at that. Don't follow my example. Just a little bit. A little goes a long ways. Start with a chip brush today. I'm going to get it wet. And then just dab it off on a paper towel. And just grab that yellow and white and do just a nice blended background today. Nothing crazy, very simple. Just getting down. I usually take a little more time on my backgrounds, guys, and I also generally try to get them done ahead so they're dry for you when I do these quick lives. But because I was watching Christy and I lost track of time. I should have been in here painting while I was watching her paint. Oh well. Yeah. And such is life. We'll be fine. So just doing long strokes, guys. Nothing complicated about this. Just getting color down so that I have a start. And I think spring is a good time to bring out the yellows, right? Something bright. It's pretty gray out here today. Not much sunshine, so we'll just make our own sunshine today. I'm going to see if I can get away with not drying this too much. I'm going to have to dry it a little bit. I'll let it dry a little bit on its own and get the other colors ready. And then I'll do a quick blow dry. So, rinse your brush off, set it aside. Try not to leave your brushes sitting in the water. It's not great for them. I'm going to get out a little red and a little blue. And a little more white. I'm going to make a purple and I'm going to make a pink. And I'm going to use that yellow. And yellow and blue make green, so I could also make a green too. So let me just grab a brush here. And we'll take, where are you? Oh, there you are. Some red and some blue. And get them mixing up. I need more paint than that for what I want to do. So just grab your colors and play around till you get to a shade you like. Or go to the store and buy all the colors that your heart desires. I prefer to mix my own. Cuts down on having to store a million bottles in my tiny little house. I don't have room. And I can make what I like. I'm going to cough. Christy was saying earlier she's going for an allergy shot. I know. I'm terrified to do that. I have sensitivities to stuff, but I could definitely probably benefit from that. So red and white making a pink. It's going to be kind of a purpley pink because I didn't clean my brush, and that's okay. I'm gonna do a floral, you guys, for spring anyway, so these colors are gonna blend together as I go, so I'm not too worried about it if I get a little bit of a different color in there. I'm gonna grab this yellow and some blue. Make a pretty green. Okay, so on my messy tray, I've got yellow, I've got white, I've got red, I've got blue. I now have purple from my red and blue. I now have pink from my red and white, and I now have green from my yellow and blue. So there's those. I'm going to start out with the green. I'm not even going to draw this out, you guys. I'm just going to wing it today. I really just, this is just free-forming it. If you can't draw a circle to save your life, but you want to have a wreath, why not do a whimsical wreath? Why not do a viney, fun, relaxed, don't stress yourself out, let's get the shape kind of wreath, right? Painting should be fun and relaxing and not stressful. And a lot of these lines are going to get covered up, so I'm not even going to worry too much about any of them, right? Because I'm going to put some flowers on here. Hi, Christine. Welcome, welcome. Just having a little fun today. I got the day off. Those of you that don't know, I mean, I know you guys know I'm a hairdresser. My shoulders are kind of racked right now, and a lot of my customers are snowbirds, so they're gone for the winter. So I had cut my winter hours back to Thursdays and Fridays. Figured that would give me some healing time, get everybody in on the same days, not have to drive in the weather. But then I decided I can't do that because I need to work more than that. So then I took a job at the school. So I'm working 2 jobs. And then life happens too, right? So take advantage of my opportunities to paint whenever I can. And those of you that have signed up for the gnome class, thank you, thank you. I'm so excited to do that. I'm definitely doing, I set the date for February 8th for the Valentine's gnome inside of that group. We're also going to do an all-season gnome, and I'm working on some ideas for that, so you can change out some pieces on that painting to make it work for year-round, to give you some ideas on that. And then, you know, if I decide to be a little extra, I might pop in a little extra with you guys. We'll see. Depends on what everybody's got going on. I haven't set the date for the all-season. It's in the same group. It's not. It doesn't cost any extra. If you got in on the early bird pricing, which is good till 1st of February, it's $10 for the 2 classes. They'll both be inside of that group. So yeah. So now I'm just taking my green and I'm touching into my white. I'm going to do some leaves, which are basically just two long elongated C's, right? Nothing hard. I just had that green on my brush. I grabbed some white. If you feel like it's too washed out, add some more white. This white is the weirdest white. Ooh, look, there was some red on my brush. I love that when that happens, you guys. Like Bob Ross said, happy accident. Okay. That man knew what he was talking about. I need a little more green, so I'm going to get some yellow and some blue. I will have to wash my brush after doing this green, but now I really kind of like that red in there, you guys. Yeah, touch it again. Why not? No rules in painting, you guys. If you think you messed up, if it really bothers you, let it dry and go back and go right back over it. But sometimes those little surprises are just what we need, right? Embrace them. Who says leaves have to be completely green? I've seen lots of plants that have beautiful leaves. Their leaves are all colors. And since we're doing a whimsical painting, we can make it anything we want it to be. It does not have to be realistic. Maybe one more up here. That might have been a little carried away. We'll just put a flower on that one, right? With this, look how red that got. We'll fix that later. Let her dry. Let me put that back down. There we go. All right. Maybe we'll do, I'm using the same brush, you guys, just this little angled brush today is all I got out. Like, you have to kind of think, instead of trying to think of an exact flower that you want to copy when you're doing something like this, think like standing back. Is this the background for the next class? No, the one I did with the lovebirds, Christy, I didn't show, I did the background ahead before I did the lovebirds. That is going to be the starter background in the gnome painting. It was pinks and yellows and whites. You'll have to go back and look at that picture, but yes. Sidetracked, brain fade. Okay, I'm back. So when you're doing, if you're just doing random flowers, instead of trying to do, I want to paint an exact flower petal, I want to paint an exact certain flower. If you're doing a whimsical painting like this, think about standing back from the garden and the flowers are way up here and you're just getting that impression. A lot less stress on your life that way. Trust me. And this one, I'm just dabbing my brush down. I'm dabbing into the purple a little bit as I get in here to make it just a little bit darker. And then when I start out here again, I'm going to start with just the blue. You could do blue and white too if you wanted it lighter. I said I'm just playing around today. Just having some fun with you guys. Appreciate you coming on and hanging out with me. Very nice, very nice. Can you see all the way up there? I think you can. Look at all mine. For those of you that are new, I put parchment paper behind my mixed media paper so that I don't paint all down the sides of all the rest of the pages. And I'm frugal, so I reuse it over and over, which is why you see paint all over it. One thing I am trying to keep track of as I'm doing this, you guys, is I want everything, as much as possible, I'm going to be doing odd numbers. Because everything in my life is odd. And nothing is even Steven, that's for sure. So just 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll do one more. And I'm kind of turning in the same direction. So like now you could either turn your page around, which I normally would do, but because I have it kind of sideways for you guys today, I'm just going to turn my brush upside down. And because I'm doing this easy dabbing motion, it's simple enough to do it that way. Yeah. Cute, cute. You can go back and add more on or whatever as you go. I think I'm going to get into the purple next. I'm going to touch the purple and the white and just do little circles. I'm trying to do all my dark colors first, you guys, because they're going to be more in the background of the painting, so they would be darker. As I come forward, I'll go to my lighter shades. And I literally am just doing random, just enjoying the process of putting the paintbrush down and letting it take me where it takes me. That's why I call it my art therapy. Just go with it. Don't get too excited about it. Your brain knows what looks balanced to you, and it's your painting, so enjoy it. And I'm just doing little circles. CC, CC, touching into my purple and white. And I think now I'm going to go into my red. I didn't bother to wash my brush. I'm good with it. I'll go right over here by these leaves. You see that purple and red blending, you guys? I'm going to go back on these and make the centers a little bit darker. Anybody else ready for spring? Thinking spring, right? We got a long ways to go. Starting to get the spring vibe yet? And these dry down a little bit, I'll go back in and do a little detailing on them. Just playing. I'll get into my pink. I did rinse my brush off a little bit, you guys. Doing that same motion. Filling in my wreath. I wish Leanne was here. She's the wreath maker. She's probably at work today. She does some beautiful wreaths. It's not my calling. I can paint one, and I can appreciate the beauty of her work, but I actually bought a wreath at Christmas time. I was going to make one. She inspired me so. And that didn't work out. I need to watch her more. I need more practice. Practice is how we get there, right? Trying to leave some of that green to show through in the background so you can see the pattern, but wherever I don't like an ending or something, I'm just going ahead and putting a flower on it. See if we can get into the straight red over here. I just rinsed off my brush and added, tapped it off on a paper towel. Oh, I didn't see a Bridget. Hi, Bridget. Hasn't showed up on my end yet. Oh, let's see. What can we do here? We need to do something different. Let's do... Brush is wet. Dry it off again. And I'm just doing threes. Just to give me a different shape, you guys. Just to give a little bit of interest to where we are at. You know, I'm not explaining too good today. My brain must be tired. Just 3 dabs. All together. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Love the red. Yeah, it does give a nice pop of color, doesn't it? This red's pretty transparent, so because I'm using the acrylics today, I may have to go back over it. And that's okay. I'm alright with that. If I was using my chalk paint, which is a chunkier paint, 1 would probably be enough. But when I go to these acrylics, many times I have to go back over in some places. And that's okay. As long as you know that and you're fine with it, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Alright. I think I'm going to go ahead and do a little detailing in here, but I'm going to show you where we're at. But, you know, just for whimsical fun. And you guys, you could totally take this out and put it in a frame and hang it up. Make your own decor. Or actually, if you glued it to cardboard or something, it would be harder. Or just do it in your junk journal as a practice, and then take the time to get out a canvas or something that you want to display and put it on that. I'm going to plug your ears, turn down your phones. I'm going to dry this a second. Alright, that should be good enough. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I did chunky painting today, so it's not as dry as it could be, but it's fine for what we're doing. Don't you love how, though, when you do a yellow background like that, it just screams spring, but it really makes the colors pop. Acrylics do dry darker, so you do want to keep that in mind a little bit. I'm going to rinse that brush off. I'm going to get out some black, because you know I like to take it to the dark side. You could totally use your purple for this too if you wanted to stay consistent in your colors. I've never been very good about following rules and staying consistent. I just do what I love. So, I'm going to start with the white. I'm going to take my favorite little spray bottle. I know, I'm sorry, I shouldn't tease you with that, but it just really makes me happy. And I'm going to use a liner brush. You could use any thin round brush. Get your paint pretty wet. And I'm going to start just going in and adding some white lines to things. And I'm also going to go back and do some black. So this is kind of where you just start playing around. You know what? I left that leaf red and I'm going to leave that leaf red. I think that's fine. You get OCD about it, go ahead and go back and fix any colors or any areas that didn't come out how you wanted them to before you do this step. I'm even going to put some white in my green here just to bring that out a little bit more. But just by doing dashes, you guys, makes it real easy. You don't have to do any long, detailed lines this way. We're all about relaxing and enjoying the process and having fun, right? And you guys always, if you decide to follow any of these that I do, if you sit down and do them, please, please, please send them to me in Messenger, post them on the page. I love seeing that. So you can see, again, no rhyme or reason. I'm just going around and picking out wherever and adding some little swooshes of white, right? I'll show you, like I've done, yeah, I've done the flowers, doing the flowers down here. I'll show you compared down here compared to the top, just a second. Because I got to do one more, I got to do one more. Can you see, this is what I'm talking about. I've done the white in these flowers, right? I'm just dashing lines. I haven't done, see these ones down here? These guys, they don't have anything really going on with them. These ones up here, see how they're starting to come to life? So just that simple little step, plus it's fun. It's fun to just randomly dash around, right? And I'm just doing curves because my flowers are curved, right? So I'm following whatever it's telling me it likes. I'm just enjoying it. What's everybody up to today anyways? Anything good going on? I'm waiting to see if there's a... Oh. Uh-oh. I have the Do Not Disturb turned on my phone. I hear the house phone ringing. I'm going to go back into these blue ones. Do that same thing, you guys. I'm just dashing. Dashing through my flowers. I'll bring you up and show you these in a second too. But again, if you like painting with me and you enjoy my style, I do hope you'll join us in the gnome group. And I will go slower, and I will go through it fully in more detail, and we get to have a lot more interaction in there. And I really, really enjoy doing that. I always feel like on these I constricted for time and all that. So that's why I really like the monthly paint groups that we've got going on. For those of you that join me in the llama group, thank you. Those of you that still haven't finished your llamas, you know who you are. Yes, I'm going to keep bringing it up till you get her done. I'm waiting for shellac to dry before I paint end tables. Oh, Bridget, you're a furniture painter too? Or as Christy says, furniture artist? Ah. I hope I'm following your page. I'd love to check it out. If I'm not, or if you don't know, or whatever, feel free to drop your business link in the comments so I can come and find you when I get off here and check out your work. If you share it online. I know not everybody does. Personal choices on that, but I am more than happy to come and see what you got going down. I love furniture painters. I follow a couple. I get a lot of great blending techniques. Yes, Christy, yes, furniture artist. She is amazing. I get a lot of great blending technique ideas from furniture painters that I like to translate into my paintings. So yeah, just because you do one kind of painting doesn't mean you can't cross over and do another. I have done several pieces in my home. I've done my kitchen cabinets. I've done all of my living room, everything wood in the living room. Husband says if it's wood in this house, it's going to get painted. I've done all the living room furniture. I've done the bathroom cabinets and countertop. Yeah, I love it. I don't love to do it for other people. I did a beautiful cart this past summer, and I just had no place that I could keep it. So I sold it, and I about cried when she went down the road with that piece of furniture, and I wished I could have kept it. And I decided right then and there I would not be painting furniture for other people because I want to keep it all. Oh, Christy, you're too kind. We all have our own talents, but I believe we can all find joy in learning from each other, and I enjoy learning from Christy as well. All right, I think I'm done playing with my white for now. Not that I won't come back later. You can. I hope if you can see as this has progressed what a difference that makes. Oh, you've been to Bridget's page. She's good too, huh? Oh, I definitely have to check you out, Bridget. Before I get into my black, I'm just going to grab a little bit of red and go into the center and just do a little dabbing on these big flowers, right? Just to give them a little bit more depth there. Because I feel like I blended them too much. And if you feel like you blended yours too much, just go back and add to them. Easy enough. As long as you're using the same colors throughout your painting, it'll all come together in the end. I missed this flower here altogether. Grab some white. Alright. So I just went in and put a little bit of red in their centers because they seemed a little bit too washed out. I've not done watercolors yet. You know, I haven't either. I hear that's quite a talent as well. But really between the chalk paint and the acrylic paint, I'm not, I don't want to start another thing. I have no room to store it all. Although I'm sure it'd be fun. If I ever go someplace and they do watercolors, I'm definitely painting with them. But I'm not going to go buy watercolors to do it because I don't need another, medium. I also love to do the mixed media. So I love to get out papers and all sorts of doodads and make stuff that way. I'm going to cough again. My allergies have been terrible. We've got the wood stove going. And we've also had the furnace going because it's gotten so cold and the wood stoves died down. Anyways, guess I need to clean my house today instead of just playing in my craft room. So I'm doing the same thing with the black that I did with the white. And the only other thing I'm going to do different with the black is I will do some squiggles. Right? So if you don't like your paintings to get too dark, then skip the black. But I like that contrast. And you can do as much or as little of that as you like. But for me, it just really adds to it. And as you paint along with me, say you do this painting and you get out your black and you do this and you liked it. One thing I could tell you, here's a tip for you. If you're just starting out with me here and you're not sure what your style is or what you like, get your phone out or your camera out, digital camera or whatever, and take pictures partway through. Like, take pictures before you add on your white lines. Take pictures after you add on your black lines. And then look at your photos. And you can see, boy, I really liked it before I did this, or I really liked it much better after I added that. And it'll help you find your style of what you like to see. Because when I paint, I like to give you guys the techniques. I like to give you the easy tips to do things. And I fully expect you to make your painting your own. Everybody does things their own way. You like certain things about paintings that maybe I don't like. I follow lots of painters, and maybe I don't like the way they explain things, or I don't like the way they do something. But there's other things about their paintings that I just love. And I love the look of their paintings, and I might say, oh, I really love that, but I wouldn't do it that way. I wouldn't get there that way. But I know how I would get there, right? So it just, because at the end of the day, you just want to enjoy the process. You don't want to be stressed out. Like, I love some of the tutorials that are done by, like, the one-stroke painters. I don't like how do they get to where they're going. It stresses me out. You have to hold your brush a very certain way. You have to spin it a very certain way. And it provides a definite look, which is what they're going for. I think some of their work is beautiful, but for me personally, it's a little too structured. I like things a little looser, a little more whimsical, but I like their ideas, so I might, you know, follow some of those painters and think, oh, that's really beautiful. I would do it this way. So I encourage you, if you follow this tutorial and you try this painting and you're going along and you're thinking that doesn't really work for me, but I would do this, then do it. It's your painting. Do it. Do it. Enjoy it. And send me what you did. I want to see it. I get the best joy out of seeing you guys paint along. So definitely don't be afraid to switch it up. I saw something that needed white when I was going around, and now I can't find it. Right here. Okay. So I don't want to keep you guys too long, so I'm going to finish this up here real quick. I could keep going, detailing, playing, adding, taking away, but hopefully this gives you an idea. My furniture painters out there, you girls, you paint these along with me. Come to some of my classes, join my groups, and then I want to see you start doing some of these flowers on your furniture, right? With chalk paint, you could definitely do a little embellishing, or do them on some picture frames, or whatever the case may be. I'm just doing a little edging, you guys. I said I like my stuff a little bit rougher. It's always hard to do it in these books. You get the idea. You can do as much or a little or none of this. Whatever makes your heart happy. I've been playing around with doing more white edging to lighten up, but this piece being so bright yellow, I think it lends itself well to the dark edging. Going for it here today. So you could turn it vertical, I suppose. I painted it to be more horizontal. This would be cute with something hung in the middle. You could put a little Valentine's heart in the middle. Hoping to get good enough to do that. Oh, I have no doubt, Christy, you will be doing that. I know you will. You're an amazing painter. You just don't give yourself credit. You'll be putting all this fun stuff on your furniture in no time, you guys. So thank you for joining me and hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. I love it. And oh. And if you pop on later and catch the replay, you know, I always come back and read the comments. I noticed Facebook was glitchy the day that I was trying to reply to comments on the last live I did. So it wouldn't let me. So I am going to go back and check those out. So you guys, I do come back. So feel free. Let me know what's going on. Let me know if you have any questions. And hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. Thank you. Have a great day. Thanks, Christy. Thanks, Bridget. All right. Thanks to anybody else that's on here and I haven't seen you. See you soon. Bye.